Well, nearly. Evening all. Welcome to tonight's Victoria in quiz. I've got my beer ready. I haven't got anything else ready, but I've got my beer ready. We'll just let everybody get signed in. Tonight we've got 6 rounds of general trivia and rubbish. I'm sure you'll all enjoy or not enjoy, as the case may be. I've been busy today doing all sorts of little things, not least of which was finishing my quiz rounds to make sure that there was sufficient material there to keep you all amused for a little while. We'll be starting the quiz, as you know, in 15 minutes. So if you'd like to, everybody get yourselves logged in and whatever else. I think we'll set to and get going at 1:15 the hour. I'd like to say, who am I going to say hello to tonight? Well, we've got people logging in from all over the country, as before. One of my, I think last Sunday's video actually got 3,000 views, which I'm quite pleased with. So obviously people are taking notice of the quiz. Whether they're any good at it or not, I don't know. We've got 1 or 2 new subscribers as well. So if anybody is feeling like subscribing and haven't already to the channel, it's dead easy. You just go to Pewee 1957 and subscribe to my video channel. Once you're on there, you can find all my previous quizzes, which you'll probably be pleased to see the back of, and or any new and up and coming quizzes, which you'll find in the YouTube stream or live video stream. I've got Roy Jobs just logged in, and Daniel Hare, nice to see you. Jackie Skip, we've got Ian's logged in. Jamie Green, where's Saggy? Oh, Sagey, where is Sagey, by the way? Is he logged in yet? Jonathan Sage, where are you? Are you here yet tonight? I'd like to say a big hello to Jen and Rob Coulson. If they're logged on yet from Lincolnshire, they've done the quiz, but they are reluctant to add anything to the chat column. So do feel free, everybody that's logged in, do feel free to put in a bit of chat. You don't have to chat with me. You can chat amongst yourselves. I'm quite happy to do that. Anybody that thinks any of my questions, you could even rate all the questions tonight. So if you think the question's rubbish, you give it a thumbs down, or if it's a great question, then you thumbs up, obviously, but never mind. Right, tonight we're drinking Atomic Lockdown. I've got my, what is this? Oh, this was my Cambridge Beer Festival glass, I think, from last year. Might have been the year before. I don't think we'll be going to the Cambridge Beer Festival this year, which is a bit of a shame. But never mind, we'll have to, I don't think we'll be looking at any beer festivals possibly till the end of the year. But we'll see. Anyway, I brewed this the other week. This is our Atomic Lockdown, obviously for the lockdown period. I brewed enough to keep us going for about 4 weeks. And if anybody would like to take an 18-pint carry out of lockdown, you need to either message me or Keith, and we'll be taking orders for our Atomic Lockdown. Last week we raised £130 for the NHS. Basically, we're donating £5 of every box towards the NHS. So thank you for all that drank some of my beer, or our beer. Right then, what has everybody been up to today? Have you been out jogging, cycling, walking, doing your exercise? Or like me, have you had to get the ladder out again and clamber up and fix the outside light that hasn't been working properly since the last time I clambered up the other day? And, oh, Kate Farmer. Hi, Nick. We're also drinking Atomic Lockdown. Does that get us a bonus point? Yes, you can give yourselves a point straight away, Kate. I'll give you a one for that. The Foreskins are here. Nice to see Ian. Well done. We got Ian Anthony James logging in for the Don Quixote. They've done very well so far. We've got Kevin Keenan from the Rugby Rotary Club that's just come in. And Chili's just joined the fray. Chili Willie. We've got Alex Brown. Hi, Ian Miller, he's saying. Oh, Telgray's here as well. Telgray all the way from Brighton. Nice to see you, Tel. I wonder whether our friends from Blackpool have logged in yet. We will see. We will see. Oh, is Anthony Ridgway logged in yet? Oh, he's with Paul and Trish. Oh, that's a fearsome team tonight then, if they've got Anthony on their side. That should be excellent. Anthony, can you see whether you can get the chat going for your mum and dad? They couldn't get it going the other day. Oh, they've already chatted, have they? I haven't seen, sorry. Well, yes, they've obviously got it going. Never mind. It's a bit like me and technology, not easy. I spent all morning trying to get my one of my email accounts not to delete every time I sent an email, and it actually took both me and Lydia about 4 hours to get it sorted. But sorted, we got it in the end, but not very easy. Right then, round number 1 tonight is entitled Sunday the... Wait a minute, I haven't got it up. Sunday the 26th, because it's the 26th today. So on your sheet, you will need to write the letters SUNDAY 26TH. So that's Sunday the 26th, top to bottom on your first piece of paper. As has always been the case, you will do your own marking. No point cheating, because you're only cheating against yourselves, but this is for a bit of pride to see who can be top of the pile tonight. So just 10 straightforward general knowledge questions to start you off. Sunday the 26th, that's round number 1. Round number 2 tonight is a trivia trial, where the last letter of the first answer is the first letter of your next answer, until you get all the way down to number 10, where the last letter of number 10 is the first letter of number 1. Nice, straightforward round, that one. Then we have a connections round, where I asked 9 general knowledge questions. This is round number 3, where question 10 asks for a connection between the previous 9 answers. A nice, easy connection tonight, so I'm sure you'll be all right with that one. Oh, it's just told me my YouTube channel is now live. That's a bit late, because I've been live for 7 minutes or something. Round number 4 tonight is basically a food and drink round. Or even if I've got it numbered as round number 3, that's definitely round number 4, a food and drink round. I hope I haven't done too many rounds. Done that before, written more rounds than I actually need, but never mind. So food and drink, very straightforward for round number 4. Oh yes, I have got I have some more rounds than I need. Oh well, I'll take one of those rounds out. Great. Never mind. Well, we could have for round 4 a 4-letter round where all the answers are 4 letters, or we could have one of my famous last syllable rhyming rounds. You can have which you like. But my wife doesn't like the rhyming rounds. Let's have a vote. Who would like a rhyming round, or who would like a 4-letter answer round? It's pretty straightforward. I've actually done 7 rounds by the looks of things. I hadn't realised, but I'd numbered 2 of them round number 3, which... never mind, I've done that before. I've also before turned up at a quiz and found that I'm a round short, or an answer short, or something like that, which goes down well in the pub, or not, as the case may be. But never mind, I don't think I'll be doing the quiz in the pub in such a hurry for the next few weeks at least. Right, have we got any suggestions? Do we want a 4-letter answer round, or do we want a rhyming last syllable round? Any votes on that one? Just let me know which other way you want. Now, have our friends from Lincoln signed in yet? Just give us a thumbs up. That's Jen and Rob Colson from Lincoln. See whether they've signed in. And maybe our friends from Blackpool, maybe they've signed in. We've also got our friends from Gloucestershire. And I haven't seen many Pews on there yet, whether Stephen Pugh and Jill Pugh are on there yet, or whether they're going to be logging in a minute. See who takes the Pew honour tonight. Right, what else have we done today? Well, we didn't go out today on our bicycle. It's the first time we haven't been out for a while, because we're too busy cooking a Sunday lunch. And the wife got me doing the stuffing as normal. I wasn't stuffing the wife, you realise. I was just doing the stuffing. Sorry, I've been a bit rude there. And yes, I did the stuffing, and we had very nice shoulder of pork, and with nice crackling. It was very good. And we had some. What else did we have with it? We had lots of. It was a feast fit for a king, I have to say. Very nice indeed. So I don't know what else you've all had for lunch, but we had a full lunch, that's for sure. And we haven't had tea as a result, so I won't be getting my tea, or I'll be feeling very hungry after the quiz, but never mind, we'll see there. I also took round this afternoon just to take my new car out for a spin. I thought I'd better take some food round to my mother-in-law, so I delivered a a hot meal. Well, it wasn't hot by the time she got it. She's going to have to reheat it. But I took a meal to my mother-in-law so that she could enjoy a Sunday roast, even though it was tea time for her, but never mind. Right then, we're only a few minutes away now, 5 minutes to while away the time whilst we wait in trepidation for the quiz. Right, I better make the choice on what the hell we're going to do here then. So I think I'm going to drop the rhyming syllable round. We'll take that out. And we will stick with all the answers with a 4-letter answer, which is pretty straightforward. So that's round 4. They're all 4-letter answers. What else have I got? Well, no, that's round. Oh, God, I've got myself confused now. Hang on, I can only see half of it at a time. Am I sounding like the record stuck? I know. Well, it nearly is stuck. Wait a minute, where are we? Is that one round 4? Yes, food and drinks round 4. So that'll make the round 5 will be all 4-letter answers. Pretty straightforward that. And finally, round number 6 tonight basically will be just general trivia. 10 stupid trivia questions that most quizzes should know or not, as the case may be. All right, we've got Anthony Pugh's logged in now. And Greg Pugh. Evening all. Evening, Greg. Is this for family order? We've got Great White from Toronto have logged in. Fantastic. So we've got our Canadian friends logging in now. What time is it in Toronto, I wonder? It must be 5 hours behind. So was it 2 in the afternoon there or something? Or 3 in the afternoon? It must be 2 or 3 in the afternoon in Toronto. And it's Faye's on the Pinot Grigio tonight. Right, that's fair enough. I hope everybody else has got their beer at hand, or their G&Ts, or their wine ready. I, for one, are just sticking with my beer. Yeah. Oh, Karen's logged in, is she, from Blackpool? Evening, Karen. Oh, Mark's in now from Norwich, so we've got our Norwich friends in as well. Evening, Mark. Nice to see you. We've got Mick and Bev online. Former Wimmer, Mick and Bev. They won a couple of weeks ago. Pete's logged in now. Pete Ballinger. Come on then, Pete. You're a very good quizzer. I don't know whether you've got Great White not hitting the beer yet. Well, I wouldn't have thought they would be hitting the beer. It's only 2 in the afternoon there, or 3 in the afternoon. Jill Pugh's on the Pinot as well. Kay's in. Evening, Kay. And Michael. Great to see you. Let's hope you can all do well tonight in the quiz. Bottle of Plum Porter, Titanic. Fantastic beer, that is. You can't go wrong with Plum Porter. I wish we could get some. That would be good if we could get a barrel of Plum Porter, but I don't think we will in a hurry. I don't know how a lot of the breweries there. I know that a number of breweries at the moment have just slimmed right back on their production and just bottling beers, and that's about it. Bottling and canning lines seem to be doing quite well. But of course, that only works if you've got already an established outlet in supermarkets and whatever, I suppose. Which we haven't, so we have to put our beer into great big boxes and sell it by the truckload instead. But never mind. As I say, you could have an 18 pint for next week if you're interested, of Atomic Lockdown. A very nice beer, and we've had some good. Ant's on a nice Italian red. Jane Gifford's on a red label tea. Well, that's fair enough. Trying to stay sober so that you can do better. I always find a few beers always makes me better at quizzes rather than worse, but never mind. Although we were doing the quiz the other night from Cy Carter, who's been doing a kind of a different type of quiz online, and that was not too easy after a few beers, but never mind, because you only got a few seconds to answer each of the. What's chili on? What are you boasting now? What are you on? Primavito di Puglia. Well, that sounds good. Yeah. Now wait a minute. He told me how to pronounce it, and I can't remember how to. Is it Guillaume? How do I pronounce Guillaume? Guillaume? I can't remember. You did tell me, but I've forgotten. But never mind. Oh, we've got Nicky Bowers on Tesco tea as well. So we've got a number of teams on tea and a few others on. Oh, we've got Guinness as well. Blimey. Right, a minute to go, and then we're going to start this quiz. So eyes down, looking in a minute. Round number 1 tonight, if all of you would like to get your sheets of paper out. Nice to see you, Paul Lewis, the Pews, Mark, Helen and Linda, they're all in. Great to see you all. Are you joining Greg's team, or are you separate tonight? Anyway, round number one, I want you to write down on the left-hand side of a piece of paper, Sunday the 26th, because each of the answers will start with those letters and or numbers in that order. So SUNDAY 26TH, top to bottom. What's Mark Anderton on? He's on Moongazer. That's excellent. Pintail. Wow. That sounds quite exotic. Chili is on the drain cleaner again. Half pipe from Aldi. Yeah, I had a tin of that the other week. They're very, very good. The pews are separate tonight. That's what I like to see. Right then, it is now 2015, so let's crack on with the quiz. So here we go. The first question has got to start with the letter S. So are we all ready? Nice, easy one to get you going. Well, maybe not. Commonly known as the noble gases. How many elements are there in group 18 of the periodic table? You've got a letter, so make it pay. So commonly known as the noble gases. How many elements are there in group 18 of the periodic table? Yeah, that's probably the hardest one of the round, actually. Never mind. Yeah, don't switch off. What's Chris Pickard on? Phipps NBC Gold Star. Nice one. Question number two. Just misspelled that one. Question number two. What is a wheeled structure beneath an aircraft, typically retracted when not in use, which supports the aircraft on the ground? So starting with the letter U. What is a wheeled structure beneath an aircraft, typically retracted when not in use, which supports the aircraft on the ground? I'm sure nobody's struggling with that one. Question number three. It's got to start with the letter N, remember? Headquartered in Vevervoorde, Switzerland. What is the largest food company in the world measured by revenues? So headquartered in Vevervoorde, Switzerland, what is the largest food company in the world measured by revenues? Got a letter? That's the letter N, of course. Remember that. So question number four has got to start with the letter D, which kind of shortens it to at least a couple. Question number four. What is the only dwarf that never speaks in Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs? So what is the only dwarf that never speaks in Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs? Remember, that's got to start with a D, so it's not particularly difficult. Question five is a little trickier. One for all you TV sitcom fans. Starting with the letter A. What was the Christian name of the character played by Ronnie Barker in Open All Hours? I've missed the "the" out there. Good girl. What was the Christian name of the character played by Ronnie Barker in Open All Hours? So I have my assistant Lydia, who is still socially distanced, although we are a family unit, I suppose. She's 3 meters away from me. She doesn't want to get any closer. Most people don't. Right, question number 6 starts with the letter U. U for yellow, or Y for yellow. Question number 6. Who became the first cosmonaut to journey into outer space, achieving a major milestone in the space race on the 12th of April, 1961? So who became the first cosmonaut even to journey into outer space, achieving a major milestone in the space race on the 12th of April, 1961? Everybody keeping up all right? Not going too fast, am I? Just tell me if I'm going too fast. Question number 7's got to start with the number 2, and it's a 2-digit answer. What is considered to be the curing time of concrete in days? Sure, Chris will know that one. It is also the number of dominoes in a standard domino set. And in mathematics, it's also known as a triangular number. Yes, I mean why. That's right, Kay. Yeah, I did say you're for yellow, didn't I? I mean why for why not? Well, nearly right. So 7 again. What is considered to be the curing time of concrete in days? It is also the number of dominoes in a standard domino set. And in mathematics, it is known as a triangular number. Yeah, I haven't really spelled that very well, have I? Never mind. Now, question number 8's got to start. You're for Yankee. Yeah, that's a good one. I would have thought why for why not sounds far better, but never mind. Question number 8. This has got to start with the number 6, commonly known as the Dam Busters, for actions during Operation Chastise in the Second World War. What is the squadron's operational number? So it's just a number I'm after there. Commonly known as the Dam Busters, for actions during Operation Chastise in the Second World War. What is the squadron's operational number? Ooh, Yankee could be the answer, but it's not. Now it. I trust I'm not going too fast for everybody, am I? Question number 9, another kind of comedy sitcom, really. Well, comedy. Question number 9, what was the name of the character in the television sketch by comedian Harry Enfield, which portrayed a repulsive 13-year-old male, a would-be Conservative MP? I hope Mark Pawsey's not watching tonight. So what was the name of the character in the television sketch by comedian Harry Enfield, which portrayed a repulsive 13-year-old male, a would-be Conservative MP? It's a 2-word answer. The first word starts with T. You can't go wrong with that one, I'm sure. And finally, question number 10 in this dead easy starter round, where I've given you all the numbers or letters just about. In which religion is Vishnu worshipped as the god of creation? Remember, that's got to start with the letter H, which makes it easy. In which religion is Vishnu worshipped as the god of creation? Right then, everybody, I'm going to give you a minute now to get all those answers down. Scratch your heads. If you're in a team and you don't quite know the answer, just do a bit of brainstorming and see whether you can come up with the correct answer before I give you the answers to round number 1. Was that fast enough, too fast, or whatever else? Paul Lewis. Mark Pawsey always bores me. Only me. No, I don't think it's only you. There's have a word with Steve Hyton. He loves Mark Pawsey. Don't know whether you know Steve Hyton. But... How did our Toronto friends get on with round number 1 then? Oh, Telgrade, just right. Excellent. So we're going about the right speed. Right then, let's whiz past through the answers to the previous. We're experts, so no excuse. Only me. Right then, here we go then. Round number 1, Sunday the 26th. Remember, the first answer is going to start with the letter S. Commonly known as the noble gases, how many elements are there in the group 18 of the periodic table? Well, that was a catch question. There are 7. Unfortunately, the newly named element, 118, which is called organicium, is in fact put into the periodic table as a noble gas. So 7 is the answer. I expect most people have got 6 for that. Number 2, what is a wheel structure beneath an aircraft? I was after an undercarriage. Number 3, headquartered in Switzerland. I was after Nestle. Number 4, the only one of the dwarves that never speaks in Snow White, the 7 dwarfs, is Dopey. Number 5, the Christian name of Ronnie Barker in Open All Hours. Well, he was known as Arkwright, but his first name was Albert. Albert, well done if you got that. Number 6, of course, was Yuri Gagarin. Number 7, the dominoes. There are 28 in a standard set of dominoes, which is also a triangular number. Number 8, the Dambuster squadron number is the 617 squadron. Number 9, that Harry Enfield little boy was called Tory Boy, of course. And number 10, it was Hinduism, which I'm sure most of you will have got. So there you have it. A rather tricky first round. There's a couple there. I'm expecting plenty of 8s or 9s out of 10. Anybody get 10 out of 10 on that round, they've done really well. But we'll see. More by luck than judgment, I think. Sorry, Chile. All right, we've got a 9 from Michelle. Just bang in your scores. Let's see how many 8s or 9s we've got. I hope we've not got many 6s and 5s. So I hope you felt that. Mick's got a 6. Sarah's in with an 8. Great White in with a 9. We've got Gray's Opticians in with an 8. Tailgrave with an 8. The Pews 7. Stuart Colwell with a 5. Oh dear. Mark Gavington with a 7, Johnny Sage with a 6, Jane Gifford with a 6. We've got Helen and Stephen Valentine with a 9, Angela Ridgways with 7, Nicky Bowers on 6, Joe Pugh with 7. We've got Rugby Roach Club with 8. What else have we got? 7 there for Guillaume. Guillaume, sorry. I'm going to have to try. 8 7s, 9, 6 7s, 8s, 9, Squeaky Pop. In Townsend, 4 Skins with an 8. We've got Roy John with a 9. Poor Chili Willie, a poor 7. Greg Pugh with a 7. We got Anthony Pugh with a 7. Angie Pugh with a 9 in her team. Famous 5. Oh dear. Roger Griffiths with an 8. Halfpipe with a 9. We've got some 7s, 8s, 9s. No 10s in that round. Never heard of Organicium. Well, there we have it. I didn't think you would have done. I only found out about that the other day when I was looking in the periodic tables per chance, but never mind. Named after somebody or other, but never mind. Right then, round number 2 is a trivia trail. A trivia trail, basically, you take the last letter. Oh, yes, the wife's just going off to replenish the glass, which is great. So we've got Pete Ballinger with an 8. Very good 8 there, Pete. And Nicky with an 8. Very good. Our family playing along tonight from California. Great to see you, Jennifer. And the gang is the family, is it? Well, fair play to you. Playing from California, that's 8 of you. What time is it in California? I'd be interested to know. That's 5 hours before the 5 hours. You'd have only just got up, wouldn't you? Chili Weedy, ask your husband. Sunshine Bus. Very good. Scored 8. That's excellent. And Chris Pickard with a steady 5. Twice. So does that mean 10, Chris? He's put it down twice, but never mind. Right then, all the scores are in after round number 1. We haven't had a 10 out of 10. None of you knew Organicium. Well. Well, just that's the one you got wrong. Right, here we go then. Round number 2 is called Trivia Trial, where the last letter of your first answer is the first letter of your next answer. So question 1. At the time of its adoption in 1994, which country's flag was the only national flag in the world to comprise 6 colours in its primary design? So at the time of its adoption in 1994, which country's flag was the only national flag in the world to comprise 6 colours in its primary design? I'll give you a bit of a clue with that one. It's a 2-word answer. 2-word answer. This is a trivia trial where the last letter of that answer is the first letter of number 2. All the lockdown's going well tonight, as I'm still in lockdown. Question number 2. According to the New Testament, where will the last battle between good and evil take place? So according to the New Testament, where will the last battle between good and evil take place? Do remember to take the last letter of your first answer, and it will be the first letter of that answer, number 2. Also, the last letter of that one, number 2, will be the first letter of your next answer, number 3. Number 3, from a classic film of 1959. Which 1959 Alfred Hitchcock film features the famous sequence of Cary Grant running through a cornfield whilst being chased by a crop dusting biplane? So you've got a letter, make that pay. So which 1959 Alfred Hitchcock film features a famous sequence of Cary Grant running through a cornfield whilst being chased by a crop dusting biplane? Question number 4 is for all you people that love literature. Which British author who died on the 12th of March? Oh, bother. I've put this year, but it's not this year. I knew my thing of, I think it was 2017, I think it was, but it could have been 16. Right. I'll start this one again. I'll start it till I finish. Which British author who died on the 12th of March 2017, but it could be 16, age 66, said, "Stories of imagination tend to upset those without one." It's a 2-word answer I'm after. So which British author who died on the 12th of March 2017, age 66, said, "Stories of imagination tend to upset those without one"? I'd actually change that question to make it easier, but it obviously hasn't saved it for some reason. Never mind. It's a 2-word answer. Remember, it starts with the last letter of the previous answer. I'm sure Mick will know that one straight away. Mick and Bev, he's good into his literature. That's Mick Roberts for everyone that's interested. Question number 5. What name is given to the traditional British dish that consists of sausages in Yorkshire pudding batter? So what name is given to the traditional British dish that consists of sausages in Yorkshire pudding batter? And that's a 4-word answer, just in case you need any help with that one. I'm not going too fast, am I, everybody? Question number 6 is for all you keen football fans. Keith Abbas, Greg Pugh, take note. Question number 6. Remember, you've got a letter which will help with this one. Which national football team's last game was on the 12th of September 1990? So which national football team's last game was on the 12th of September 1990? Nice one, Stuart. Well, you've got to have a mix of some easy ones as hard ones, haven't you? Can't make them all hard, otherwise everybody loses interest. Oh dear. That was a little bit of a trick question, but to put you back on course, question number 7. Question number 7, another flag question, actually. I don't quite know how I've got 2 flag questions in one round, but what colour is the central band on the flag of Belgium? Well, as everybody knows, Belgium's got a 3-coloured flag. Well, one's technically not a colour. So question number 7 again. What colour is the central band on the flag of Belgium? Nice to see you finding those a bit easier then, Chile. Question number 8, to take you back a few years. Commonly found in grassland, savanna and woodland in sub-Saharan Africa, what type of animal is Pumbaa in the film The Lion King? Just a 1-word answer. So commonly found in the grassland, savanna and woodlands in sub-Saharan Africa, what type of animal is Pumbaa in the film The Lion King? It's just a 1-word answer. Remember to take the last letter of your previous answer, and it will give you the first letter of that one. And of course, the last letter of number 8 is the first letter of number 9. So question number 9. In Great Britain and Northern Ireland, what is the only road sign to be on an inverted triangle? So in Great Britain and Northern Ireland, what is the only road sign to be on an inverted triangle? That's a 2-word answer. Oh, we've got 5 on this one. What's the Cambridge Beer Festival? Oh, yes, the 32nd Cambridge Beer Festival. This was the 32nd Cambridge Beer Festival glass. I've just realised it wasn't last year's, it was 2005. Oh dear. I must have been going to those beer festivals rather too long. Dear. We won't have missed a year until this year, I think, but never mind. And finally, question number 10. Remember, the last letter of question number 9 is the first letter of number 10, and the last letter of number 10 is the first letter of number 1, of course. So it goes all the way back to the beginning. So question 10, who are an English progressive rock band that were formed in London in 1968 by singer John Anderson and bassist Chris Squire? They went on their 50th European tour last year, apparently. And a bit more stupid information, they also released their 22nd studio album only 3 days ago, apparently. But you didn't really want to know that, did you? So, who are an English progressive rock band formed in London in 1968 by singer John Anderson and bassist Chris Squire? The last letter of that answer will take you all the way back to number 1, and it's the first letter of number 1. Right. Anybody confused by that round? Or are we all happy? In which case, I'll give you a minute to just confer with your team members. Some quick texting or talking amongst yourselves just to check you've got the full 10 correct, or are you still arguing over one of the answers, or maybe 2 of the answers? Trivia trials are generally pretty straightforward unless you get stuck, and of course then that knackers your progression, but never mind. Oh, Chilly Willy saw them at Lanchester Polytechnic. I saw them in Queen's Park Rangers football ground, of all places, Chilly. We're confused about you. Yeah, that's fair enough, Keith. So I like to try and make things confusing. That was from round 1, however. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, Anthony Pugh, that was dreadful. Any more last question jokes, please? Just put them up. You're more than welcome. Oh, dear. Gets worse. I was at QPR 74. Yeah, that sounds about right, 1974. Was that Great White? I was there. Yeah, that's the Toronto lot. I saw them. It was about 1974 I saw them, I think. Never mind. Oh, Ant was there, was he? I was at QPR as well. Blimey. Who else was there, Ant? Blimey. Were we all there? Well, everybody should know the answer to this one. Appears that 3 people went to see them at the same place and somebody saw them somewhere else. Right then, let's go back to the beginning of that round. I think we might have some 10 out of 10s if we're lucky on this round. Maybe not. Maybe we are. But we'll see. Right, back to the beginning then. Trivia Trail. At the time of its adoption in 1994, which country's flag was the only national flag in the world to comprise 6 colours? That was the flag of South Africa. Yeah, Patrick Morans. Okay, read that. Blimey, yeah. South Africa. That gave you the A for the last battle on Earth, apparently at Armageddon. That in turn gave you the N for that film, North by Northwest, that very famous Hitchcock film. That gave you the T for Terry Pratchett, who died 12th of March. I think it was 2017, but it could have been 16. Nobody's corrected me yet. That gave you the T for Toad in the Hole, of course. That gave you the E for the national football team I was after, which was tricky. That was East Germany. East Germany, of course, they then combined with the West German national side to become German. That gave you the Y for the colour I was after, for yellow, which in turn gave you the W for that animal, the warthog. That in turn gave you the G for the give way sign, which in turn gave you the Y for that group, yes, which in turn took you all the way back, the last letter of that one, to number 1, South Africa. So well done, everybody. I was there last month versus Birmingham. I was there, QPR 90, 91, 92. Yeah, I expect Greg's been to QPR many, many times. But not to watch, yes, surely, Greg. You were watching Man United, no doubt. And a few nines. Here we go then. We got a 9. We got, let's have some total scores in, please. Total scores. It's no good putting just single scores in. We need to know your total scores, everybody. So we've got 18s, 17, a 15, 16, 19 from Carol Jackson and Home Alone. Have you teamed up, you lot, or what? And then we got an 18 from Michelle. We got Roy Joe with the 19, a 14, a 17, a 16. Mick and Bev, very good. Jennifer, you need to put in the total score from California, please. Great White on 18. Stuart Cole with 15. Anthony Ridge 17. Donga's 17. How do I pronounce that guy? Yeah, well, I'll see what Guillaume's done. I will. Mark Garrington, 14. Pick a Mix on 16. Squeaky Bob, 16. I was there. We've got Foreskins. Oh, God, it's disappearing off the page too fast. Quizzer Rascals on 18. They were last, I think they were last week's winners, weren't they? I can't remember. Chris Mead, half pipe on 18. Paul Round, 15. Pete Ballinger with a good 17. Greg Gear with a 17. We got the Blackpool Gang on 13. Guillaume on 16. Very good. I don't know what the asterisk is for, but never mind. We got Courts Pickermick 16. The Rugby Roach Club on 18. Very good then. We got Ian on 16. Kay and Michael on 18. Very good, Kay, Michael. Well done. I need the answer to 3. Who's that? The Pews. I'll get Lydia to just post number 3. What? Oh, you've posted that, have you? Right. We've got Chris Peckard on 12. Nikki Spode on 15. And the Pews on 14, I think. Right then, round number 3, everybody, tonight is entitled A Connection Jam. The Connection Jam. Right, we're going to skip. The Booby Prize girls are on 13. North by Northwest, yes. Anybody with scores still to come in? Total scores, that is. Don't bother sticking your round scores in. Just need total scores. I think we've got 3 or 4 teams on 18s, which are doing really well indeed. Don't know whether we've got any 19s, have we? Or have we? I can't remember. With the Jacksons on. Oh, yes. Carol Jackson and Home Alone on 19. Right, you've got a lot to answer there. Carol, a lot to live up to in the next few rounds. See whether you can stay ahead of the crowd. Right then, round number 3 is basically a connection jam, where I ask 9 general knowledge questions, pretty straightforward, where question 10 asks for the connection between the previous 9 answers. I haven't made it particularly difficult tonight, so it should be fairly straightforward for you to get the connection. Once you've got the connection, of course, it may help. If you get the connection after the first 2 answers, it may help considerably when you come to answer all the other questions. So here we go then. Question number 1. Very topical and up to date. In the TV series Peppa Pig, what type of animals are both Edmund and Emily? Come on, Carol Jackson, you'll know that straight away. So in the TV series Peppa Pig, what type of animals are both Edmund and Emily? Anybody that's got little children or great-grandchildren, you should all know your Peppa Pig characters, surely. Or great-great-grandchildren, or great-great-great-grandchildren. No, well, I wasn't talking about us specifically. I was talking about anybody that might have great-great-grandchildren. Question number 2. Nice, easy one. Dating from the 11th century. The Bayeux Tapestry depicts which battle? So dating from the 11th century, the Bayeux Tapestry depicts which battle? We've got some great scores coming tonight and plenty of time to catch up yet, so don't worry about this, even if you're lagging behind a little bit. Don't worry too much. Question number 3. released in 1976. What was the title of the only UK top 40 hit single by Boston? It's a 4-word answer. So released in 1976. What was the title of the only UK top 40 hit single by Boston? It's a very famous song. Whether you know it or not, I don't know. Always keep away from children. Is that you, Chili? Yeah, you're probably best staying away from them, I have to say. I can hear my wife in the background. She's got a phone and they're talking to each other over the phone as we're doing the quiz. It's most discombobulating, but it's only the notification noise, that makes the noise. But never mind. Question number 4 then, nice easy one. Often labelled as the most expensive city in the world, in which European city would you find the headquarters of FIFA? So often labelled as the most expensive city in the world, in which European city would you find the headquarters of FIFA? Now, if you're really clever, you might have got the connection already. Don't start putting the answers down in the chat and tell anybody how clever you are and you've got the connection already. There is a connection between those previous 4 answers, so think about it and you might be able to work it out if you've got all 4. Question number 5, dead easy one. Question number 5, which author created the character of Winnie the Pooh? So which author created the character of Winnie the Pooh? So the thing is, when you're in lockdown, what do you do tomorrow? That's the answer. Now, Lydia's just said work, because she has to work from home, apparently, on a computer. It's very hard. Yes, I've seen her working at home on a computer. Very hard. I'm sure she does. I'm sure she does. Keep all those people going. Got to keep the world economy going. Question number 6. What word goes before of the fleet to give the highest rank in the Royal Navy? So what word goes before of the fleet to give the highest rank in the Royal Navy? Don't say the Queen or anything like that. Ugh. Brian Farmer's doing nothing. Fair play to you, Brian. Question number 7 just needs a bit of thought. If you've got the connection, this will help enormously with this one. Question number 7, which famous person in history was portrayed by Timothy Spall at the closing ceremony of the 2012 Summer Olympics? It is Spall, isn't it? Is it Spall? Spall. Spall. So question 7 again. Which famous person in history was portrayed by Timothy Spall at the closing ceremony of the 2012 Summer Olympics? Have our friends from Lincoln logged into the quiz tonight? They have. Oh, excellent. Good. Sorry, just checking. What have you called yourselves tonight? Aha. Team names are always funny and good. Right, question number 8. It's got to give the connection away with number 8. Which was the first motoring organisation in the United Kingdom, which was formed in 1897 by Frederick Richard Sims? Quite read that out very well, but never mind. So question 8 again, which was the first motoring organisation in the United Kingdom, which formed in 1897 by Frederick Richard Sims? Can't be many of them, can there? I'm going to have to get a different angle of my camera angle, I think, showing up my double chin and a few other things, but never mind. Now, I hope you noticed I did chop half my moustache off the other week, so maybe I should chop a bit more off. Wife was moaning it's going a bit grey. And I spent 20 minutes repairing my moustache trimmer this morning. Question number 9. What slang word? Oh, sorry. Hang on a minute. Hang on, I need to just alter this one. I've missed a word out. I've just not read properly. You need to put the word for in there, Lisa. What slang word for? Right, here we go. Question number 9 again. Sorry about that. What slang word for a woman used primarily in Australia is derived from an Irish girl's name? So question 9 again. What slang word for a woman used primarily in Australia is derived from an Irish girl's name? Well corrected, Liz. My daughter corrected that one. Very good. Perhaps you should go over them before we... And finally, question number 10. What is the connection between the previous 9 answers? So what is the connection between the previous 9 answers? That's all we need to know. Oh. Well, I hope everybody's been doing something during the lockdown and getting themselves fit. I don't know, how are you faring in different countries? How are we doing in California, for instance? And how the hell are we doing in Canada? Are you all locked down or what? Or different? I know the USA is in a particularly bad way. I don't know about California. They're normally above, they're normally ahead of everybody else, but never mind. In terms of sorting problems out. Right then, everybody. I'll give you another 30 seconds. Oh, Kay's asked for number 8 again. Have you just put number 8 in again? Number 8. Oh, it was the one about the first motoring organisation in the UK, formed in 1897 by Frederick Richard Sims. Just for you, Kay. How are you keeping anyway, Kay? Are you doing all right with all this lock-in? I bet you can't wait to get back to the Victoria Inn, can you? Meet all your friends again. Might be months yet, but never mind. Let's hope it's a matter of weeks and not months. What's that? I was going to ask Kay, have you got the rest of your quiz team playing? Do we know? Because I don't know most of their email addresses or names even, which would help. But maybe you could just pass on the fact you might even like to play as a team together, and then we could call you the ban from the airwaves or something. Ban from YouTube. That'd be quite good. Oh, by the way, their quiz team name is called the Band, which is what I was just trying to work out. We are 5, missing everyone. I thought you might be. I've been mostly, what's that? Scootering, chasing my son on his giant tricycle. We made quite a sight. Well, we've been miles yesterday, bouncing around the Leicestershire country. Was it 38 miles yesterday? Belting around the Leicestershire countryside. Yeah, we better not say that. We better not tell everybody how far we've been on our bike, so we're not social distancing. Right then, let's just go through those dead easy connections round. We started off in the TV series Peppa Pig. What type of animals are both Edmund and Emily? Or it was Emily the elephant, of course, so they're both elephants. Dating from the 11th century, the Bayeux Tapestry even depicts the Battle of Hastings. Number 3. That hit single I wanted was called More Than a Feeling, More Than a Feeling. Number 4, the most expensive city in the world. In which European city would you find the headquarters of FIFA? That is, in fact, in Zurich, in Switzerland. The author that created Winnie the Pooh was A.A. Milne, of course. Number 6, I will give you Admiral, was what I was after. Number 7, the famous person in history portrayed by Timothy Spall. at the closing ceremony was Winston Churchill. Number 8, of course, that motoring organisation formed back in 1897 was the RAC. And finally, slang word for woman, used primarily in Australia, well, they tend to call them Sheilas. And the connection are insurance companies. We've got Elephant Insurance from the States, Hastings, More Than, Zurich, AA, Admiral, Churchill, RAC, and Sheila's Wheels, all of which are some kind of insurance company. So I'm sure most of you would have got a clear 10 out of 10 on that, surely. Have we got... Right, let's have total scores in, please. So we've got Stuart Colwell with 25 out of 30. That's a great score, Stuart. Squeaky Bob on 26. Carol Jackson, 29 with Home Alone. Anthony Ridgway, 27. Helen Steve Valentine, 25. We've got Lucy Westby on 27 points. Very good. Adam Foster, 25. Gray's Optician on 28. Anne Pugh on 27. We've got Sarah on 28. We've got Telgray on 24. Keith Habits on 28. We've got Roger Griffiths, 24. Andrew Lewis on 23. Former winner. We've got Jane Gifford on 24. We've got Mike Yates on 18. Famous 5 pulling back on 25. God, they're going too fast now. I'm sorry. I'm losing them all. Michelle Gibbons got a 10 there. That's not a total score, I'm sure. Chili Willie is on 25 now. Kate on 28. Well done, Kate and the gang. Right, we've got the Foreskins on 17. Gillian Pugh. Elephants? Well, elephants, yeah, that's fine. 19. Greg Pugh on 24. Quizzy Rascals on 28. Very good. Aaron Julia on 25. Guillaume on 22. Brian Fan with 26. Michelle, yeah, I thought that was wrong. 28. Sorry, lost audio. First answer, please. Oh, sorry. Have you sent him the answer? Elephants is the first answer. Elephants. Emily Elephant. Everybody knows of Emily Elephant. Ooh. Whatever her name is. Who's the zebra? Zoe Zebra. Who was the teacher? Right, we've got some great scores here. We've got the Rotary Club on 26, Dave Perry 26, Don Crisote, very respectful, 27. We've got Jennifer Graham on 27. We've got Chris Beckard on 21, Martin Davis 25, Pipeline 27. You got Chris with you. Right then, round number 4 tonight, if you're ready for it, is basically a food and drink round. So we're all ready for a food and drink round. 10 general knowledge questions, something to do with food and or drink. Pretty straightforward. Not if you never watch Peppa Pig. You never watched Peppa Pig? Who's never watched Peppa Pig, for heaven's sake? Well, yeah, I know. It's only been a granddad that you've ever watched Peppa Pig. God almighty. In my day, it was Stingray, Thunderbirds, stupid stuff like that, but never mind. Chili Willy, Elephant Insurance, I had Meerkats. Well, very close. No, Meerkats was a good one, Chili, but never mind. Elephant Insurance is an American company, to be fair. Not very well known in the UK, but never mind. Check out the link, hilarious Peppa Pig, the Elephant Insurance. Mainly based in Africa and India. Now they're based in America. Oh, believe me, I did look that one up just to check. I thought, where the hell are they? But never mind. Right, then here we go then. Food and drink round. Are we all ready? Are we all ready? Or are we still all chatting away? Muffin the Mule? You can leave that muffin out. I don't. Moving on with mules. Right, then here we go then. Food and drink. Question number 1. My mate Keith will get this straight away. The vast majority of so-called Trappist beers brewed in a monastery by monks are made in which country? So question number 1 again, the vast majority of the so-called Trappist beer brewed in a monastery by monks are made in which country? I think we can leave the beer out of that, actually. Only the vast majority of so-called Trappist beers are brewed in. Never mind. Don't worry. It's not very well worded. Question number 2. Question number 2 is an interesting one. Other than nutmeg, which other spice is obtained from the seeds of the nutmeg tree? So, other than nutmeg, which other spice is obtained from the seeds of the nutmeg tree. Wife will know that straight away. She's looking at me blank. We have had that before in a previous Victoria Sunday night in quiz. What's Chris Mead saying? Sounds like they are pissheads. Who's that? What, the monks you're talking about, or what? Oh, just to help you out with this round, do remember, sorry, I've forgotten all about this. It is, in fact, a trivia trail. So the last letter of the first one's the first letter of the next one, which will help somewhat. Sorry, yes. Let me just start again. All right, so starting again, just to help you. I could have just left it there and seen whether anybody had noticed, but basically the last letter of number 1 is the first letter of number 2. Last letter of number 2 is the first letter of number 3, all the way down. So we started off with that country I was after, number 2, other than nutmeg, which are the spices obtained from the seeds of the nutmeg tree. Number 3, which leads on from that, what do Italians call their strong, dark coffee served in small cups? So what do the Italians call their strong, dark coffee served in small cups? I don't think that's actually particularly just Italian, but that's where the name originates from. Now take the last letter of number 3, and it will be the first letter of number 4. So question number 4, a carpet bag steak is a thick steak with a pocket cut into it, which is filled with what? So a carpet bag steak is a thick steak with a pocket cut into it, which is filled with what? And that's a plural I'm after. Don't you start using Wikipedia, don't need any of that business. I'm only saying, I'm sure none of you are at all. There's no need. Doesn't make any damn difference. Question number 5. What is the name of the cake originally made for Mother's Day, but which became more identified with Easter over time? So what is the name of the cake originally made for Mother's Day, but which has become more identified with Easter over time? So one-word answer. You've never heard of it? My daughter's never heard of it. It's probably because her mother never made it for her, but never mind. My mum mate used to make it. Oh, yes. Question number 6. Question number 6. Which type of pasta, when translated, means little tongues? So which pasta, or which type of pasta, when translated, means little tongues? Remember to take the last letter of number 5, gives you the first letter of number 6. Martin, are you still experiencing audio problems, or is the feed okay tonight? I'll tell you what I haven't done. I haven't plugged it. I'm using Wi-Fi. I shouldn't be using Wi-Fi. What's the feed like tonight? Is it all right? I just realised I'm using Wi-Fi. I shouldn't be using Wi-Fi. Never mind. Question number 7. Take the last letter of number 6. Take the last letter of number 6 and the first letter of number 7. The aubergine is a plant species in the nightshade family, which produce purple edible fruits. But what name do the Americans call these plants? Again, just a one-word answer. Now I want the singular of that, not the plural. So the aubergine is a plant species in the nightshade family, which produces purple edible fruits. But what name do the Americans call these plants? I just need the singular of that to make the trivia trail work, if that makes any sense. So take the last letter of that one, and it's the first letter of number 8. This is one for Chris Pickard. and Keith and Chile. Located in the Yorkshire Dales market town of Masham, which brewery brews a beer called Old Peculiar? So located in the Yorkshire Dales market town of Masham, which brewery brews a beer called Old Peculiar? Remember, take the last letter of that one and it will give you the first letter of your next answer. So question number 9. The Beaujolais Nouveau is released on the third Thursday of which month of the year? So question 9 again, the Beaujolais Nouveau is released on the third Thursday of which month of the year? I haven't had any for a while. We used to go out to the pub in Easnall. What's it called, the pub in Easnall? Right? The Golden Lion years ago. They always used to do a Beaujolais Nouveau evening, which was quite good. You'd go and enjoy an evening with the new wines because he'd go over in his van and go and pick it up, and then you'd have it with cheese and malarkey. Do you want me to slow it down? And finally, number 10. What was the name of the green dog who was a great friend of a pink cat called Custard in a British animated children's television program originally shown on BBC One? So what was the name of the green dog who was a great friend of a pink cat called Custard in a British animated children's television program originally shown on BBC One? And the last letter of that one will take you all the way back to the first letter of number 1. Dean 57 Johnson. You weren't born in 1957, were you, Dean? It might have been. Now on Church End Arthur's Ale. Well done, Chris. What's all listed? Oh, question 9's already on there, Alex. It's if you look in the chat column, all the answers, all the questions are down there. But number 9 again, I will say it, the Beaujolais Nouveau is released on the third Thursday of which month of the year? Some kind of special French grape or something. And the wine's called the Beaujolais Nouveau. My chat is broken then. It may be it's just delayed a bit, and it may be you're a little behind. But never mind. I can see you, so presumably you can see me. The chat may be a bit slow. As I say, I've failed to put it on a proper connection tonight. That's my own silly fault. But I don't want to go on. I don't want to go on cut out halfway through. So I've done that before. That was a big disaster. So I'll give you a minute just to get those down, and then we will do some marking after the food and drink round. Exciting food and drink round. I think most people enjoy a food and drink round. I'm not sure if I can swap it over. If you know what I mean. I could put the wire in. Might knacker it up. Get your... Right then, everybody. Have we had time to get those answers down? Here we go then. The vast majority of so-called Trappist beers are brewed in Belgium, of course. Which is, some of you have had Trappist beers in Belgium. Beautiful. That leaves you the M, of course, or gives you the M for the other than the nutmeg, which spice is obtained from the seed. Well, it's mace. It's the outer part of the seed, the mace, the actual shell. That gives you the E for that coffee, the espresso, which in turn gives you the O for oysters. A carpet bag steak contains oysters. That in turn gave you the S for the simnel cake, which is reminiscent and proper Easter cake. That in turn gave you the L for that type of pasta, which is better known, means little tongues, is linguine. That in turn gave you the E for the eggplant. That in turn gave you the T for that brewery, Thixton. Thixton was the brewery. That gave you the N for that month of the year, November, which in turn gave you the R for Rhubarb, the green dog. Rhubarb. And then, of course, the B took you all the way back to number 1 with Belgium. So I expect most people would have got a good 10 out of 10 on that dead easy food round. So let's see how we're doing. We've got Adam Foster's already posted his score with a 33 out of 40. We've got Great White on 36. Very good. Tail Grays on 30. Grant Pugh on 36. Anthony Ridgway 36. We've got Grey's Opticians 38. Very good score. Michelle Gibbons on 38. We've got Andrew Lewis 33. Home Alone 37. I've dropped a point or two there. We've got Roger Griffiths on 33. Pete Ballinger 36. We've got Stuart Cole 33. Mick and Bev on 32. Don Quizzuto 37. Chili Willie on 34. Mark Gallant's on 29. Jane Gifford 34. Les Barrett on 32. Helen Steve on 34. Brian Farmer's going off my screen. I'm sorry. 33, 35, 36, 32. It's not Thixton's. I thought that as well. Who's that? Stuart. I thought it was Thixton's. Unfortunately, when I looked, it is actually Thixton. It says Thixton on all the glassware. It says Thixton on the website. It says Thixton everywhere. It's not known as Thixton's, and I always knew it was Thixton's. I bet you put September down then, did you? Yes, you see. Have a look. You just go on their website. You cannot find anything to do with Thixton's. Sorry. Where are we? Oh, Jen. Jen, very well done. Jen Colson on 32. Fantastic. Coulson even. Sorry. Mike Yates on 25. Got the famous 5 coming up from the rear on 33. Sarah, 37. You've only dropped 3 points. Gian on 31. Jill Pugh on 28. Paul Lewis on 38. The Quizzy Rascals. Jennifer's on 35. Johnny Sage on 30. Kevin Keenan, Rugby Road Club on 36. Ian Towns on 33. We've got some Ian on 34. Me too, Alex Brown. We've got Nicky Spode on 31. Nice, probably leapfrog me in, right. Well, some great scores in there. Right, we've got 2 rounds to go. Round number 5 tonight. There's dead easy round. All you need to know is that every answer is just 4 letters long. 4 letters long. There's one that Jill Pugh bound to get number 2, I'm sure. So if everybody would like to just make sure that they know that all the answers are just 4-letter words. They're all 4-letter words, okay? So it's pretty straightforward. If it spells more than 4 letters down, it's wrong. Okay, here we go then. Question number 1. What's up? You reckon I ought to be a horse? A horse commentator. Yeah, sorry, Tal. Okay. Coming up on the wrong one. Here we go. Sorry. Does that mean boring and monotone, or does it mean too fast, Terry? Whatever. Anyway, here we go then. All 4-letter answers. Here we go. Question number 1. What is a Portuguese? Do I need to go any further? What is a Portuguese fortified sweet red wine produced exclusively in the Douro Valley in the northern provinces of Portugal? It's a 4-letter answer. You can't get on with that, surely. So what is a Portuguese fortified sweet red wine produced exclusively in the Douro Valley in the northern provinces of Portugal? What were you thinking, Mike, that I was going too fast or just drivelling? The problem is you need to fill in the quiet bits, don't you, somehow? So I need a few more things to read, you know, like the latest coronavirus statistics or something interesting like that, yeah. At least we're off Brexit, which was dominating for the last 3 years. Nobody's actually mentioned Brexit for at least 2 months. Never mind. What's that? Vino. Right, here we go then. It could be Vino. Yeah, good answer. Question number 2. It's a bit trickier. This is the one that Jill Pugh might get right. Jill Pugh from Cambridge, this is. With a population of 7,572, when I last wrote the question, what is a market town and electoral ward in Norfolk, close to the border with the neighbouring county of Suffolk? So with a population of 7,572, that's probably at the last census, what is a market town and electoral ward in Norfolk, close to the border with the neighbouring county of Suffolk. I'm expecting Mark Ganderton. You should be getting that from Norwich. You should know that one. And Gillian Pugh from Cambridge. You should know that as well. Remember, it's a 4-letter answer. Question number 3. Dead easy, this one. Again, related to alcohol. What word referred to a drink made with water and rum? The British Vice Admiral Admiral Edward Vernon introduced it into the naval squadron he commanded in the West Indies on the 21st of August, 1740. So what word referred to a drink made with water and rum? The British Vice Admiral Edward Vernon introduced it into the naval squadron he commanded in the West Indies on the 21st of August, 1740. I can't remember when they got rid of it, but it wasn't that long ago. It was certainly 20th century. So just after a 4-letter word. Again, another 4-letter word. Question number 4. What word can be used to describe an environment that has little or no rain and is often too dry or barren to support vegetation? So what word can be used to describe an environment that has little or no rain and is often too dry or barren to support vegetation? Karen Gray should know that. Oh, yep, Thixton. Yeah, Thixton, that's a good one. It is Thixton. Believe me, it's Thixton. I always thought it was Thixton as well, I suppose. Never mind. It's even Thixton on the damn glasses as well. And all the hand pumps. Anyway, question number 5. What is a music genre that originated in African American communities of the southern US city known as the Big Easy? So question number 5, what is a music genre that originated in the African American communities of the southern US city known as the Big Easy? I like those questions where there's actually 2 questions in one. You've got to know what the Big Easy is in the first place, but never mind. There's enough clues in that. How are my friends from California getting on? And what time is it in California? I'd be interested to know. No, we've got friends in California. Yeah, the Canadians are here. Great White, he's well into this. Question number 6. What word connects a military helicopter, a medium-sized wild cat, and a deodorant marketed towards the young male demographic? Well, it's going back a few years, I suppose. So what word connects a military helicopter, a medium-sized wild cat, and a deodorant marketed towards the young male demographic? Come on, rack your brains, you'll all get that one, I'm sure. What they put in? So I'm not at the bottom of the chat at the moment. Oh, wait a minute, let's get down there. Oh. Right then, question number 7. Question number 7, dead easy this. Derived from the Latin, the adjective vespine, that's V-E-S-P-I-N-E, vespine, relates to what type of flying animal? When I was a kid, I used to try and shoot these with my air rifle. much to my mother's displeasure. So derived from the Latin, the adjective vespine relates to what type of flying animal? Dead easy, really, if you know your Latin. Right, have we got anybody else on any other exciting beer tonight? We've had a few here, people say what they're on. Is everybody still there? I haven't seen anything on the chat forum for a second, but never mind. Here we go then. Question number 8. Dead easy this, remember, 4 letters. Named after an 18th century Italian physicist and chemist. What is the SI unit of electromotive force? Dead easy though. So named after an 18th century Italian physicist and chemist. What is the SI unit of electromotive force? Remember, it's just a 4-letter answer. I did. I haven't seen anything. Nothing's popped up on my channel. What's that? Oh. Now it's all come up. I load up. I lost a load there. Rum rations ceased in 1970. That sounds about right. I thought it was 20th century, John. Well, don't give it away, though, the word. 1970. Blimey. (20:01). It's 20:01 in California, apparently. What time is it here now? 21:21. So it's 21 minutes past 9. So is the weather good in California? We've had some perfect weather here for the last week. Honestly, we've had beautiful blue skies every day of the week, right up until this afternoon, actually, about 5 o'clock, when we suddenly got a little bit of cloud, but I wouldn't worry about that. But no, we've had some great weather here. So what's California weather been like? Question number 9. What is a hard, dry biscuit or a twice-baked bread? It is often used as a baby teething food. Just a 1-word answer. 4 letters. So what is a hard, dry biscuit or a twice-baked bread? It is often used as a baby teething food. I'm sure all you with children will know the name of that one. Or maybe not, actually. 27 degrees. I think we only managed about 20 today, Jennifer. But it was very, very pleasant in the sun. And my solar panels were belting it out today, as they have been all week, which is great. Haha. Hey, no, somebody's put. Quick, he's retracted it. Well done, Adam. Well done, Adam. You're giving the answer away there, but never mind. And finally, question number 10. Also called a misprint. What is a mistake made in a typing process of printed material? Historically, this referred to mistakes in manual type setting. So question 10 again. Also called a misprint. What is a mistake made in the typing process of printed material? Historically, this referred to mistakes in manual typesetting. Nice easy one, that, surely. Naughty Adam. He nearly gave it away. No, he retracted it. Very good. Well played, Adam, to you. Right. I, for one, have run out of beer. It's my second pint of the evening. It's gone down pretty well. So it's a kind of a hint, yes. I've got my half-gallon container over there. So my daughter will come and fill my glass up whilst we go through some scrum. Chris Barry, next beer is Type Meadow, Mount St. Bernard Abbey. Charnwood Forest, English Trappist Ale. Very good. So farly, so good, Alex Brown. Like that. Ha 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 ha. Keep the chat coming, everybody. Do feel free to chat with other people online. You can just pick somebody at random and just chat with them. You know, that's what it's all about, really, because most people are in lockdown. Most people aren't going to work. There are a number which are going to work, I have to say. In fact, some people don't even know there's a lockdown on. My friend John O'Potter, he disappears to work every day. We've got my friend Chris, he disappears to work every day. And my friend Steve, he disappears. I haven't heard from Steve for ages. Problem with Steve, he used to come do the quiz every night at the Victoria Inn, but he refuses to have a smartphone, so he's not in the 21st century. But I don't know watching this. Right then. So we've got 100 teams or people watching this. Yes, Tel, we have at the moment. That's very good. 100's very good. As I say, last week's quiz, we had 3,000 views of last week's quiz, which is great. And do remember, if anybody hasn't subscribed, it is easy just to subscribe to my YouTube channel, which makes it easier for you to log on, because it sends you a reminder straight to your phone. That's if you want a reminder. Right, round number whatever it was, round number 5 duplicated was going to be the last syllable rhyming round, and I know so many people used to love my last syllable rhyming round or my nearly rhyming round, but we're going to go past that tonight and straight into round number 6. Right then, let's have some scores on the doors, or should I give you the answers first? I better give you the answers first. Right, here we go with the answers to round number 5, all 4-letter words. Of course, fortified sweet red wine I wanted was port, P-O-R-T. Number 2, with a population of 7,000, the market town was Diss, D-I-S-S. Well done if you got that. Number 3, of course, that water and rum ration was known as grog, G-R-O-G. Number 4, an arid environment, A-R-I-D. That's what I was after. Number 5, originating the African-American genre of music, was better known as jazz. Well done if you got jazz. Number 6, of course, the military helicopter, the Wildcat, and the deodorant are Lynx, L-Y-N-X. Number 7, Vespine relates to wasps, of course, wasps, or something to do with a wasp. Number 8, after the 18th century Italian physicist and chemist, the SI unit of electromotive force is the volt. Number 9, of that hard, dry biscuit is a rusk, which you give to children. And finally, number 10, it's a typo, T-Y-P-O. Sounds like quite a modern word, but it's not. It goes back centuries, which is quite interesting. As for wasps, my mother caught me and my brother Anthony, I shouldn't be saying this, trying to shoot wasps and flies on the ceiling in our bedroom with our air rifle. My mum came in and gave us a bollocking when we got all these little holes in the ceiling. Right, scores coming in. We've got Don Crusoe, Stuart Colwell with 43, Stuart Colwell with 47. We've got Don Crusoe 47, 43. We've got Alex Brown with another 7, Andrew Ridgway 46, Michelle Gibbons 48, Sarah with 46. We got Grace Optician 47. Greg Pugh with 41. They're coming in thick and fast now. I can't really read them that quick, but never mind, keep them coming. We've got Ian with a 44. Nikki Bowers with a 36. Roger with a 42. Jill Pugh with a 36. Marnie Davis with a 43. Lizzie Rascals with a 48. We've got Jackie with a 38. Pete Ballinger for 45. Very good, Pete. Have you got Matt with you tonight or not? Or are you got rid of him? We've got Amp Pugh with a 44. Brian Farmer with a 44. We've got Guillaume with a 38. We've got Great White 44 from our friends from Canada. Karen with a 32. We've got Jenny Coulson with a 41. Tom Huntley with a 40. We got Pipeline 46, very good. Chris Parkard 41. Keith on a 45. So it's all to play for going into the last round. Jennifer Graham 43 from California. Thank you. Right then, last round tonight. So we got any other scores coming in, or are we all done? Oh, we got the Rugby Rose Club with 46. Pete Ballinger. No, Matt. Just the family. Well, you do better without Matt. Yeah, Melissa. Oh, what did Rich T say, Keith? Just type it in. What did he muck up on? Oh, oh dear. Trust Rich T. I bet he didn't know what Vespine was, did he? Phew. Probably about the biscuit. Was it something to do with the biscuit? Oh, very witty. Yes, quite. Right, we're going to forget the rhyming round because you don't want another round of trio. I've got another round, but we're not going to play that one because... right, here we go then. Round number 6 is a general trivia round. We've got 3 or 4 teams on soul. I said jazz. Yeah. Well, the Big Easy, of course. New Orleans was better known for jazz. Sorry. Right then, general trivia. Here we go then. All we need is 10 correct answers here, and you'll do well if you get 10 of these, but never mind. Just one left, Paul. This is it. And you can go and do whatever you want to do, but never mind. So here we go. Round number 6, general trivia. We've got a number of teams on 48, so this is all about glory this last round. Which of the following is the real name of an American athlete who specializes in the 100-meter sprint? I'll give you the choice. Is it French plumber, English gardener, or Irish painter? So which of the following is the real name of an American athlete who specializes in the 100-meter sprint? I'll give you the choice. Is it French plumber, English gardener, or Irish painter? Now, don't you go looking that up on Wikipedia. You either know it or you don't. Question number 2. The wedding of Prince of Wales and Lady Diana took place in which London building? So the wedding of the Prince of Wales and Lady Diana took place in which London building? There's probably only 2 that it's going to be, so you've got to go for one or the other. It wasn't the Barbican or anything like that, or Hampton Court. I think 1 of 2 answers there, but pretty straightforward. Question number 3 for all you art-loving people. One of the oldest and largest museums in the world. In which city would you find the State Hermitage Museum? So one of the oldest and largest museums in the world. In which city would you find the State Hermitage Museum? Place I've never been. I'd like to go there. Right, we've got rid of the very tricky questions. Now we've got some easy ones, I'm sure. Oh. I'm sure I've got one of my questions missing, actually. Good one, Shelley. Yes, could well have been. I'm sure you didn't put that down as your answer, but it could have been. Kensington Registry Office. Well, it could have been Stepney Registry Office or Poplar, but never mind, it wasn't. Right, question number 4. After proving he was 60 years old, which character from The Simpsons said his youthful appearance, which is a bit like me, was down to him following the 3 C's of success? Clean living, chewing thoroughly, and a daily dose of vitamin church. So after proving he was 60 years old, which character from The Simpsons said his youthful appearance was down to him following the 3 C's of success? Clean living, chewing thoroughly, and a daily dose of vitamin church. I mean, what could be better than a daily dose of vitamin church, especially on a Sunday? I don't want anybody putting anything on there, thank you. Not on the chat. Right then, question number 5. Now it's getting exciting. See who's getting all these right or not. Question number 5 is Land's End the most southerly point of mainland England, or is it the most westerly point of mainland England? So very straightforward. Is Land's End the most southerly point of mainland England, or is it the most westerly point of mainland England? Nice easy one for you, especially if you've been there. Right, what else have I done today? I can't remember actually. Never mind. Oh, well, I'm looking forward for my tea after this. That's for sure. We had dinner quite late today. Roast pork. I told you about that, didn't I? What's that? Talking to my daughter. Sorry about that. Right, question number 6. Dead easy this. In which city would you find the estate called Graceland, which was once the home of Elvis Presley? So in which city would you find the estate called Graceland, which was once the home of Elvis Presley? Is everybody keeping up with this? We're not going too fast, are we? There's texting going on to try and text other members of teams. Is anybody else texting each other, or are they more advanced? And I know the Rugby Rotary Club are all on Zooming each other. I don't know whether that works, but I'm not sure what Zooming each other means, but never mind if you're Zooming somebody. You've been there twice. Where's that? Are you out? Oh, Tell's been there twice. What, to Bognor Regis? Been there somewhere. Home of Graceland. Well done, Tell. Why have you been there twice? Most people only ever want to go there once, surely. Or is that with 2 different women? Well done, Mark Ganderson. I know you've been there, definitely. You're into your music, aren't you? Both of you. And what? I didn't want to be seen what? Yeah, actually, talking of lockdown here, I don't know whether any of you actually go on Facebook, but I was looking at Kevin Folwell, who just lives around the corner from me. Good old Kevin's a beer drinker and angry, and somebody had a go at his hair. Well, you've never seen anything like it. Bits missing all over the place. It looked a right mess. I hope he went and shaved it to a number 1 or whatever in the end, but never mind. Right, here we go then. Question number 7. This is a good one. How are the girls described in the title of a hit song by Queen? I'll give you the choice. Is it fat-bottomed, big-boned, or hippo-hipped? So, sorry again. Question number 7 again. How are the girls described in the title of a hit song by Queen? I'll give you the choice. Is it fat-bottomed, big-boned, or hippo-hipped? Got to keep a straight face there. Yeah, I thought we get some smart ass comments with that one. They're the same thing. Well, maybe. Oh dear. Well done, Mark. Dated all of them. I know you've always liked the lot. Well, wait a minute. No, I better not say that. God almighty. Have you got your better half with you tonight, Mark, or not? I know she doesn't live with you, but it might be Zooming her or something, you know. No need for the choice. Right, okay. Well, I didn't have to give the choice, but the choice made it humorous, really. But never mind. Right, question number 8. You haven't Chili, you shaved your head. Smart ass. Oh dear, oh dear. Right, I thought that I'd bring in a few comments. Here we go then. Question number 8. Which UK city and its environs is represented and covered by the EH postcode area? So which UK city and its environs is represented and covered by the EH postcode area? Nice one, Karen. Oh dear. Sorry, I'm seeing some of the posts coming there. We need more silly questions, don't we? That's what we need. Yes, that certainly gets the chat going quite well when we have a silly question. There was another one tonight, and I don't know where it's got to. I came up with a great question, but never mind. It's obviously not there. It must be in next Wednesday night's quiz, but never mind. Right, question number 9, the penultimate question of the quiz. Of all the rooms in the game of Cluedo, which would come first alphabetically? Come on, it's not very hard if you've played the game before. So of all the rooms in the game of Cluedo, Which would come first alphabetically? Dead easy, surely. Paul has a lime green mohawk. Can't see it. I hate to think what Paul's green mohawk means, but never mind. Well, it's like being at a beer festival. This atomic lockdown's going down very, very well. And at only £1 something a pint, it's a great bargain. So anybody wants some next week, will live within the Rugby area. We don't export to Canada or the USA. We wouldn't let it in anyway. Never mind. Not with the name lockdown. It's a bit like when we came up with the beer name. We were going to market Atomic Fukushima a few years ago, but my partner had actually come up with a good pump clip and it looked really good, but we were told it might cause offence, so we didn't bother in the end. So that was the end of that one. So Atomic Fukushima, although we got a pump clip and we decided on the beer itself, we didn't actually make any for anybody to try. Right, is that the same as Cluedo? Yes, that was Cluedo. Sorry, is it spelt wrong? Yes, sorry, Chili, have I spelt it incorrectly? Never mind. Spell check clearly didn't work on Cluedo. Right, question number 10 then. Here we go. This is the final question of the evening. The River Tamar forms most of the border between which two English counties? So the River Tamar forms most of the border between which two English counties? Dead easy one to finish the night on that. Right, everybody, I'm going to give you a minute and then we'll get some scores in and see how you've done. If anybody wants to chat away, do feel free. Call it Chernobyl. Yeah, well, we thought of a beer called Chernobyl. Well, we thought we could name a series of beers after disasters. Chernobyl Ale, 3 Mile Island, Fukushima. But at the time when Fukushima happened, it didn't seem politically correct because everybody was worried to death about it. So we decided to withdraw the idea. Being sensible as me and my partner was out with things like that. Right then. For all you waiting with bated breath, see who's won tonight. We might have some ties at the top tonight. I'm expecting some 58s, maybe some 57s, 56s. We'll see. So here we go then. Everybody ready? Everybody ready for the answers? So here we go. Answers to the general trivia round number 6. Which of the following is the real name of an American athlete who specialised in 100-metre sprints? Well, it wasn't French plumber and it wasn't Irish painter. It was English Gardner, that American sprinter. Apparently, the personal best is about 10.6 seconds or so. Question number 2. The wedding of Prince of Wales and Lady Diana took place in St. Paul's Cathedral. Number 3. One of the oldest and largest museums in the world. In which city would you find the State Hermitage Museum? That's in St. Petersburg. Place I'd like to go, actually. I'm sure that would be lovely. Question number 4. Proving he was 60 years old, back my age. Clean living, chewing thoroughly, and a daily dose of vitamins, church even. It was Ned Flanders, of course. Ned Flanders. Well done if you got that. Number 5. Land's End is the most westerly point of mainland Great Britain, or England even. Question number 6. In which city would you find the estate called Graceland? That's in Memphis, in Tennessee. How are the girls describing the title of the hits sung by Queen? They're Fat Bottom Girls, apparently. Number 8, EH covers the postcode area of Edinburgh. Number 9, of all the rooms in the game of Cluedo, which would come first alphabetically? That's the ballroom, not the billiard room, the ballroom. And finally, number 10, the River Tamar forms most of the border between the counties of Devon and Cornwall. So there we have it. If you'd like to send your totals in, and we'll see how you do. What's that? Fukushima, yes. I was on about Fukushima, Keith. Yeah. proper ale with a proper pump clip. Unfortunately, it was never actually produced. Thought bad taste at the time, but maybe we could do it now, I suppose, in a series of... Right, we have 51 from Great White. We got 56 from Carol Jackson, Home Alone. That could be a winning score. We've got Sarah Deschamps, 56 for Sarah. Michelle, 55. Mark Ellington, 46. Adrian Lewis, Mike Yates on 40. Grey's Opticians, 57. Anthony Ridgway, 55. Rugby Roads Club, 54. We've got Alex Brown. Well, I'm not sure what happened. All frames 5, 52, 50, 42, 52, 49, 52. Oh, it's all getting exciting here. 53, 55. We've got Don Quixote, 55. Paul Lewis for the Quizzy Rascals. Boom on 58. We've got Guillaume on 47. Queaky Bomb on 47. The Pews on 47. Greg Pugh, 49. Keith Abbott on 54. Very good score. All Ross's fault. Oh dear. Ross and obviously Rich T as well. Yeah, all their fault. Never mind. We've got Ian Tanner, Foreskins on 48. We've got Garen and Karen on 40. We've got Chris Pickard, 49. Pipeline, 55. Very good. Nicky Spade on 47. Any other scores to come in? I think we've got what was this high scores? We've got Grays on 57, I think. 57, and we've got a 58. Well, it could be a 58. 47, 58. Great scores there. Great scores. The Quizzy Rascals. Yeah, Paul Lewis with a 58 out of a possible 60. That is some game. We got the Grey Opticians on 57. That's a great, great effort tonight. Carol Jackson, 56. We got Sarah Deschamps, 56. These are all great, great scores. And to be fair, there's some of those you're never going to get in a month of Sundays. Anyway, thank you all for taking part tonight. It's been really good fun tonight, actually. Even if I have got one or two of the questions that I thought I'd put in, they're missing, but never mind. Ellen Trace from Squeak Bob, by the way, 47. Great. That's a great score as well. So thanks, everybody, for taking part. Do feel free to... subscribe to my channel if you want to, and it makes it easier just to log into YouTube. I'll make sure I've got a faster connection next time. I'll go from there. All right. Thanks, Tel. Thanks everybody for turning out tonight. Right, next quiz will be Wednesday night. We kick off at again 8 o'clock for 8:15. In fact, I might make it 5. Should I make it? I don't know whether we need a 15-minute intro. We used to have a 15-minute intro to get everybody logged in, but even so, I suppose we can do if I can waffle on long enough. Right, thanks everybody. It's been a great night. I hope you've enjoyed your Sunday evening in doing a silly quiz amongst friends, and we will see you again another Sunday, or in fact Wednesday night. So 8 for 8:15. There's a few people who couldn't do tonight due to other things, but as we're all locked in, you might as well have a go at the quiz. It's good fun, and I hope from all that's Stretton, I hope you all enjoyed yourselves. I'll end the stream now, but do feel free to carry on chatting. You're more than welcome. Great to see Mark, Leslie, Carol. Everybody's enjoyed themselves tonight. I will see whether I can put some more absolutely silly questions on, like Big Bone Girls or whatever else. I had a great one tonight, but I forgot. I don't know where it's got to. I'll have to look it up, but anyway, thanks everybody. Good night, and we will see you again Wednesday night, same time, 8 for 8:15. Next Wednesday night quiz, 6 rounds of absolute drivel, and we'll go from there. Thank you all. Lovely to see you all. Cheers.